Hello everyone, Counterspell Hater here, back with another EDH guide. Before we get into it, thank you to all of you who are currently subscribed. We are at 34 subscribers, not 43, 34 subscribers, but we can get to 43 if you guys just subscribe. But we're one away from 35 and only 6 away from 40, so keep it going, guys. Love the support you've been showing, means a lot to me. Like the video, like all the likes I've been getting. Comment if you're first comment. You can make an EDH request for this channel, and I will gladly fulfill it by dedicating a future episode to the commander that you named. So just as you're commenting your first comment, name the commander you want. If you want a specific style, I will also deliver in that manner as well. Hit the notification bell, that way you don't miss any of my content. And share this video with and other videos found on my channel with others. That said, let's get into this EDH guide. So today we're looking at Tivit, Solar Secrets. So this is kind of an artifact matters type of deck. This resolves mostly revolves, I should say, mostly around Council's Dilemma, Tivit's first line of text. But there is a part that revolves around his second line of text. So this is kind of card draw matter / mostly artifact matters. So let's get into it. Alhamar's Archive to double up the number of cards we draw from like our clue tokens from sacrificing them when we investigate. If we don't have that much card draw, we have Ensnaring Bridge to keep our opponents at bay. Colossus Citadel could be a possible win condition. We can put our tokens that we get to use in that way as well. I mean, in a 4-player game, you're getting like 5 tokens a turn, which is insane. Well, 5 tokens every time Tivit enters the battlefield or deals combat damage. Shambling Suit, because we're creating a whole bunch of artifact tokens. I think it's pretty obvious. Darksteel, Juggernaut, same deal. Psychosis Caller for when we're drawing cards. Inspiring Statuary, helping us cast non-artifact spells with Improvise, so make use of our artifacts in that way. Salvage Titan, 6/4 that can be cheated out for cost of 3 artifacts. Sign me up. Revel in Riches as a win condition, because we can get treasures. Cranial Plating, buff up our commander. Arcbound Ravager can buff itself up. Ward of Bones, we can end up sacrificing all of our artifacts in a turn, and then our opponents may not be able to play artifacts if they control more than us. So we sacrifice like the right amount. So that is also some form of control we have in this deck. Eloise Nephilia Celuth, I have no idea. We investigate whenever another creature we control dies. But more importantly, whenever we sacrifice a token, we surveil one. So this gives us a lot more utility with our clue tokens, because the sacrifice trigger comes first, then the card draw. So we'll be able to surveil and draw a card. So this combined with clue tokens is basically a free opt every time we sacrifice a token. Time Sieve, since we're playing artifacts, 4-way to Tivit enters battlefield. We have this out. Like that's a free extra turn right there. and that, in fact, we can go infinite with this. Defiant Salvager. You can sacrifice artifacts to this, buff this up. Feign the Broker to do a whole bunch of things. Sacrifice creatures to buff up other creatures. Remove counters from a creature we control to create treasure tokens. Or more importantly, sacrifice artifacts to create 2/1s with flying. And he can untap himself. Fire Shrieker, so we can get even more out of our commander when he deals combat damage. So he triggers twice. Bronze Guardian. Double strike, and it gives our other artifacts ward 2. So that's some nice protection there. Not to mention this could be hitting very hard, depending on how many artifacts we have. Loxodon Warhammer to help us stay in the game with lifelink and improve the chances that our commander does damage thanks to trample. Therefore, combat damage to an opponent of ours with trample, therefore triggering and allowing us to do the whole vote thing. Trionic Resonator. So in a 4-way now, like even on a 1v1, you're still getting 3, but with Trionic Resonator, you can get 6 tokens. And 4-way, you can get 10 from Council's Dilemma. Because of Trionic Resonator here. Conjurer's Closet to blink our commander, so we can do Council's Dilemma at least once per turn. I guarantee that we get it. And I accidentally made another one. You could probably replace this with something like All That Glitters. That would be a good one if it's not already in here. Panharmonicon, kind of to go along with Conjurer's Closet and with our commander in general, doubles up his ETB and other ETBs in our deck. Luthioform Engine, kind of a better Trionic Resonator. It's a Trionic Resonator with more utility. I'll say that. I can do a lot more. Deadeye Navigator. This is actually an infinite combo in this deck. And this is what I was talking about when I said that there are parts of this deck that revolve around Tivit's second line of text. That second line being during voting, you can vote an additional time. So what you do is you pair this with Tivit, and then for 2 mana, make sure one of it is blue, you blink Tivit, and then you do Council's Dilemma. Now, this does kind of rely, actually, no, it doesn't really rely on you being in a 4-player. You can do this with any amount of players. All that you need to make sure of is that you are creating 2 treasure tokens. So you're voting for bribery twice, and you have to do this, otherwise this won't work. Because what you do is you vote for bribery twice, and then everyone else's votes does not matter as long as you vote for bribery twice. Then you've gotten all your tokens. Then using 2 of your treasures, you blink out to vet again, and then do that again. Just make sure you always vote for bribery twice, and then you'll be able to blink him in and out infinitely, getting you infinite clue tokens more than treasures, most likely, because your opponents will not want you getting infinite treasures. Since they can kind of control it, but there's some like workarounds that we have for that sort of situation that their vote won't just won't matter. Soul Herder is kind of one of them, in fact, because whenever a creature is exiled from the battlefield, it gets buffed up. And this also can blink our commander. Teleportation Circle, same thing, blink our commander or an artifact. But Fallacy at Reverent Medium. At the beginning of each end step, create X 1/1 white spirit creature token flying. What's the number of tokens you create this turn? This combined with the infinite combo can create infinite spirits. Lightning Greaves to get our commander out there as soon as he gets in. That way we can get a lot, as many tokens within a turn as what we can. It's always nice to swing whenever you can with your commander. Geist, since we've got a whole bunch of, probably going to have a whole bunch of artifacts. Kamiz, Obscure Oculus. She can make our commander unblockable and cause it to conceive, which will buff it up and draw us a card, and then give another attacking creature with lesser power than that creature, and then that the creature with lesser power that is attacking would also gain double strike. Kind of convoluted that. Helm of the Host, get us even more triggers off our commander by creating copies of it. Metalwork Colossus. This is a great blocker and attacker because this can end up being cheap since we have so many artifacts in this deck, like non-token artifacts. And if we have like a steady supply of token artifact cards, then Metalwork Colossus here can be a nice cheap 10/10 coming out and not being able to go away unless you exile it, of course. Grinding Station to mill. This could also be a win condition. Just be careful for, Golgari players. But if like someone has a mill plan, then or someone just needs at the table is just threatened, they need to be eliminated, then you can use Grinding Station to help along the process. Time Vault. This is a big one. Enters tapped. Now, this is kind of a pain because you do have to skip your next turn in order to untap Time Vault. And then you can tap to take an extra turn. That would be if you didn't have Clock of Omens and 2 artifacts. With Clock of Omens and Time Vault, you have infinite extra turns. The game is over. So, I mean, you can get this going as soon as like maybe turn 4, which is amazing. War of Invention, definitely would recommend this since this is an Artifact Matters deck mostly, because of Improvise and the fact that it can get you something pretty good. Rise and Shine. This could end up winning us the game thanks to Overload. And what it does, I mean, suddenly having a whole bunch of 4/4s is definitely a problem for your opponents. Workshop Elders can do the same thing just over time, not instantaneously. But moving on, we have Academy Manufactor. So this is amazing because it doesn't matter what our opponent's votes is. We're now getting clues and treasures along with food. So in addition to mana and card draw, we've also now have life gain. So we have all the essentials with Academy Manufacturer. Combine that with the infinite combo you can get in this deck with Dead-Eyed Navigator and Tivit, Cellar Secrets, and you'll have infinite clues, foods, and treasure tokens. Tezzeret, the Schemer, can help us with mana, kill something, or buff something up, and turn our artifacts into a very threatening board state. Mechanized Production is another win condition since it can be token. And there's also a control factor with this. So say you like enchant a clue you have with this. and your commander triggers. Well, obviously, your opponents are not going to want to have you creating clues. So this kind of mechanized production here kind of forces your opponents to choose treasures. So if you need like specific tokens like treasures or clues, you can force your opponents with mechanized production to give you those tokens. So like in a 4-way, this could get you 3 or more. This could guarantee you 3 or more treasures whenever your commander triggers off. If your opponent kind of senses the threat or just doesn't immediately remove mechanized production or the clue it's attached to or treasure, of course. Battle at the bridge. Improvise, I mean, life gain and killing something. It's pretty self-explanatory. Tezzeret, Master of Metal. Help us find things. Oh, help us find artifacts. I was gonna say. Could end up killing one of our opponents, or Tezzeret could help us gain control of all artifacts and creatures target opponent controls, which is just mean. But it's not counter spells. So Tezzeret, Agent of Bolas, can also help us dig for artifacts, turn one of our artifacts into a 5/5, and also kill someone instantly. I mean, -4. Tezzeret the Seeker, turn our board state into a very threatening board. Our board state of artifacts into a very threatening board state of artifact creatures. I mean, -5. All artifacts you control become 5/5 for artifact creatures until end of turn. And since, in case you don't know, since those artifacts have been out, most likely, if they were just put onto the battlefield that turn, then they will have summoning sickness when they become an artifact creature. But if they've been out there, then when they become a creature, they are not affected by summoning sickness because they have already been out there. Although if they've come out, I don't know if they're affected by summoning sickness anyway, if they become an artifact creature. Battered Golem. You may be asking yourself, counterspell hater, why didn't you put in a better card than this? Well, this can also be part of the infinite combo thanks to Paradise Mantle. So if you add this to the Deadeye Navigator combo with Tivit, then now you have guaranteed infinite mana, so that can also turn to guaranteed infinite card draw, because you just attach Paradise Mantle here to Battered Golem, and then you use the Deadeye Navigator combo to create a whole bunch of artifacts, and then each time an artifact enters the battlefield, Battered Golem untaps itself, and then for each time it untaps itself, you use Paradise Mantle to tap Battered Golem to add 1 mana of any one color to your mana pool, so there's infinite mana guaranteed. And then we have Tooth the Imaginary Friend, which can buff itself up a bunch and draws a bunch of cards when it leaves the battlefield. I was kind of running out of ideas at this point. Tolarian Academy, make use of our artifacts, give us value for keeping them around, and Reliquary Tower from a no maximum hand size. Then 16 basic plains, 16 basic swamps, and 16 basic islands. And with that said, the end of this guide starting Tivit, Seller of Secrets. EDH guide, I should say. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. We're at 34. I like to keep that number going up. And comment on this video. If you're the first comment, you can have an EDH. You can make an EDH request, and I will fulfill it. Just type in the name of commander you want, and if you want like a specific style, like Voltron this, like, or enchantment so and so, just make sure you type in that detail. I delivered in that manner too, not too long ago in one of my episodes, which was an EDH request made by one of my commenters most recently. So if you want to be one of those people who dedicates themselves to the channel, then be the first to comment. But I like feedback anyway, so I encourage you all to comment. I love seeing feedback, how you guys react, like all the positive comments really mean something to me. Thank you for your support up to this point, and going forward. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss any more of my content that will be coming to this channel in the future. And don't forget to share this video along with other videos found on my channel with other people. And I will see you guys later. Bye.